Hi everyone, my name is Eric Leckie and I'm a physiotherapist at Back in Motion Moonee Ponds. Now today we have put together a circuit style workout for all of you to complete at home. With the current virus we're experiencing, a lot of gyms and exercise facilities are closed down. Therefore, we wanted to put together a exercise program that you can complete at home without any exercise to get that heart rate up and to get those limbs moving. So first things first, you're probably wondering what's in my ears. I have some earbuds in and I'm using the microphone function just so that you guys can hear me better, just in case any of you are wondering what's going on over here. Now we need to set up our exercise phase. So as I just mentioned, you don't need any equipment to complete today's exercise, but I do recommend that you find some space where you're not going to run into any couches, TVs, or anything like that. Next, what you want to do, if you have access to one, is to put down a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, you could pad up maybe 1 or 2 towels on the ground, or just find a section of carpet to lie on. So you're going to space out your yoga mat, spread that out on the floor as such. You are definitely going to need a towel. Like I mentioned, today's a circuit style class, so we're really going to get that heart racing and lots of sweat going on. So put the towel down, and then lastly is some water. Make sure you have some water nearby. So I'll put that there. Now I'm going to explain how the circuit's going to run. So the circuit is going to comprise of 10 exercises. Each exercise is going to be completed for a total of 10 repetitions, and you are moving from one exercise to the next with 1 minute of rest at the end of the round. This whole circuit is going to be completed 4 times. Those exercises include bodyweight squats, standing high knees, push-ups, glute bridges, side plank raises, sumo squats, dead bugs, lunges, mountain climbers, and jump squats. Again, you're going to complete 10 repetitions of each exercise. Now, you're going to see me go through the entire workout. I'm going to take you through the entire thing in about 2 seconds here. But don't feel like you have to go at my pace. You can either go a little bit slower or you can go faster, whichever suits you best. And again, you are resting for 1 minute at the end of each round. So again, all those exercises are right here on your screen. They're going to stay here, so you don't need to write anything down. But what we're going to go through now is we are going to go through a demonstration of each. And I'm going to go through some form and technique so that you can correct it on yourself. And I'm either going to do some progressions or regressions based on your current ability level. So the first exercise that we're going to go through are body weight squats. Now with the body weight squat, you're going to step shoulder width apart. And I'd actually like you to try these with me right now. As you're staring at me on the screen, I want you to complete these exercises with me. This will act as your warm-up. So body weight squats, feet are going to be just wider than shoulder width. You're going to have your hands out in front of you, and you're going to slowly lower as if you're sitting on a chair. And as your body warms up, you can get lower and lower and lower so that your hips are parallel with the floor as such. So these are body weight squats, moving your hands in front of you to keep your balance. The next exercise we're going to go into are high knees. So standing in one spot, you're going to bring your knees up as high as you can, trying to keep your balance. Now, we want to build some rhythm into these so you get that heart rate up. Good. If you want to make that a little bit harder, you can do standing high knees like this, counting to 10, whatever suits you best. The next one that we're going to go through are push-ups. So push-ups can be done one of 2 ways. First way is on your toes. So on your exercise mat, come on down. On your toes, hands spread shoulder width apart, and bringing your nose down to the mat as such. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit easier on yourself, you can drop down to your knees, cross your feet as such, and then bring your chest down as far as you can control. So those are your push-ups. The next exercise on the list are glute bridges. So what you're going to do with glute bridges, you're going to lie flat on your back. Like this, feet face shoulder width apart, hands flat on the ground. You're going to squeeze your buttocks together and you're going to lift up. Good. Just like that. And you are driving through your heels, so make sure your feet are flat on the ground. If you want to make that one a little bit harder, you can add some tempo into it. So you are thrusting up, fast up, slow down, fast up, slow down. The next exercise we're going to go into are side plank bridges. Now, these can be done either one of two ways. Number one is on your feet. So you're going to come onto one side, bracing your body weight on your elbow like such, and feet on top of each other. Now, maintaining a perfectly straight line, one hand goes on the hip, and you're going to brace that core, and you're going to lift the hips off the ground and lower in a controlled manner. Now, to make these a little bit easier, you can bend those knees back and come up and down as such. What that does, that shortens the lever just to make it a little bit easier for yourself. Okay, so now we're coming back up into standing. Again, I hope you guys are doing these with me, getting a good warm up in. I'm already sweating. So the next one are sumo squats. So just like your body weight squats as the first exercise, you want to have a really wide base of stance, and your toes are going to be flared outwards like this. Now, you want to have your hands in front of you, just like the body weight squat, and slowly lowering as far as you can control. Again, you can either go slow or you can go fast and make these a little bit more difficult. Now, the next exercise we're going to go through are called dead bugs. This is a core exercise. So you're going to lie flat on your back again, like such. And you're going to have your knees bent up in the air, and your back should be perfectly flat against the ground with your arms face up towards the ceiling. Now, you're going to use one leg and the opposite arm to come on backwards as such. You want to engage those stomach muscles so that your back doesn't arch. So nice and slow, opposite arm, opposite leg extends down and then back up. These are going to take a little bit of coordination, so don't feel like you have to go through these all that fast. Now, the next exercise are lunges. So again, with lunges, we want to go slow and control. What you're going to do is you're going to stand on your mat, hands on the hips or out in front of you for balance, and we are going to do reverse lunges. So you're going to slowly step back and then lower down as far as you can control. You do not need to go all the way down to the floor. If you want to make these harder, you can go a little bit faster to challenge your balance. Okay, next we have mountain climbers. This is another core and more cardiovascular exercise. What you're going to do is you're going to come down into a plank position on your hands as such, and then you're going to bring your right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow, and switch. Crossing the body, really squeezing that core. If you want to make it harder, you'll go a little bit faster. Those are mountain climbers. Now, your final exercise for round one are jump squats. So, as with your body weight squats, you want to have your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bend the knees, jump, soft landing. So you only need to jump about 3 to 4 inches high, nothing crazy. So load and then jump. Bend the knees, power off. Really soft landing, and those are jump squats. If you want to make those more challenging, increase the pace that you complete them at. So those are the 10 exercises that are going to comprise our exercise circuit. We're going to be doing 4 rounds with 1 minute of rest at the end of each round. Let's get into it. I'm going to be doing a voiceover so I can walk you through any tips and tricks while you guys are exercising. The first exercise that we're going to get into are body weight squats. Again, you want to have your feet just wider than shoulder width on the floor and bringing that bottom down as low as you can. Again, as the rounds go on, you should be able to get lower and lower as your body starts to warm up. Next exercise we're going to go into are standing high knees. If you want to make this harder, really start to pump those knees as high as you can. Remember, only doing 10 reps right down on the mat into push-ups. Eric, right now I'm doing the push-ups on your toes, but if you would like to make this a little bit easier, as demonstrated now, you can drop down to your knees for a total of 10 reps, keeping that core nice and strong the entire time. Now you're going to be flipping over onto your back for glute bridges. So again, feet planted firmly on the ground, and you're going to thrust your hips all the way up until you are perfectly straight, and then bring them back down. Next, we're gonna roll over onto our side and we are gonna do side plank raises. So here I am doing them on my feet, but if you wanted to make it a little bit easier, you can do them on your knees. Again, you wanna stay as straight as you can, bringing your hips up off the floor and then lowering it back down. You should feel this burn in your core, specifically along the sides of your body. So then you're gonna flip sides and you're gonna do 10 repetitions on that opposite side as such. Good work, everyone. Keep moving. We know you're working hard. Okay, now we are going into sumo squats. So very similar to the bodyweight squats, but you're gonna have a much wider stance with those toes flared outwards. Using those arms to counterbalance, you are gonna slowly drop down into a squat like I'm demonstrating now. If you wanna make this harder, increase the speed of these squats. Nice work. Okay, let's come on to our backs, and this one is gonna be dead bugs. Like I was mentioning during my demonstration video, it's gonna require a little bit of coordination. So you are moving the opposite arm and opposite leg down towards the floor while you're engaging your core. Remember, you're doing 10 reps in total. Good, come on up into standing. Remember, we're not taking any rest until the end of the round, and we're gonna go straight into lunges. So slow and controlled, stepping back and then lowering that knee down to the ground and coming on back up. If you wanna make this a little bit more challenging, increase the pace so that you're doing these a little bit faster. You're gonna get quite the quadricep and glute burn with your lunges. Next, we're gonna be going into another core movement. These are called your mountain climbers. So come on down into the plank position and you're gonna cross the knee to the opposite elbow to really crunch that core. To make this easier, you can go a little bit slower or increase the pace to make it a little bit harder. Next are jump squats. Now you wanna do these slow and controlled. You're gonna power off the ground and land nice and softly to avoid any injuries. You don't need to jump all that high. You just need to power off the floor a couple inches. This is your last exercise for the round. Excellent work, everyone. Have a seat. We are gonna rest and start those clocks for 1 minute like I am doing right now. So this is now round 1 completed of the 4 rounds. So you're gonna wanna get some water because it's gonna be a little while before you get another rest. Towel off that sweat, catch your breath, maybe change the song that you're listening to in the background. And you know what? I want you guys to all turn that volume up. We really wanna get things pumping in here. So choose some good tunes, turn that volume up as we get ready to go into round number 2. Gonna take one last swig of water. As you can see, I am already sweating profusely. It is quite warm here in the clinic, and I've got 2 very bright camera lights on me. No excuses, but I am definitely sweating, as I know a lot of you guys are at home. That's great. We are all burning lots of calories, getting those muscles moving and getting those heart rates elevated. Let's head into round 2. Again, we're going right into bodyweight squats. Let's do them a little faster this round. So build a good tempo. We are only doing 10 reps, down and up, keeping good form. Make sure those knees are staying nice and wide as you come on down. We're gonna be going into standing high knees, so pump those knees towards your chest as fast as you can, maintaining good balance. Next, we're gonna be going down into push-ups. Again, you can do these either on your knees or on your toes. We wanna make sure we're staying nice and flat without our lower back dipping down and pushing up off the floor with our arms. Excellent, guys. Nice work. Let's flip on over. We are going to be going into glute bridges. Again, to make this more difficult, you can thrust up with higher speed. So come on down and then thrust up as fast as you can, making sure not to arch that back on the way up. Next, we are going to be going into side plank raises. So come on to whichever side. You're going to brace with your elbow, either feet on top of each other, and lift those hips up and down off the ground. You can either do it on your feet, or again, you can drop down to your knees, whatever one is more easy for you to complete while keeping good form. Switch sides. You're going to do 10 reps on the opposite side. And let's go. Down and up. Remember, no rest until the end of the round. Good work, everyone. Keep it going. Once you're finished the 10 reps, you can come on up into standing, and we are going to be going into sumo squats. So again, feet really, really wide on that mat, toes flared out, dropping down as low as you can. Now you should be feeling this in the groin region, your quadricep region, so on the front of your thigh, and through your buttocks muscles. Keep those arms in front of you to counterbalance and go as fast as you can to make this a little bit more challenging. Next, we're going to go into another core movement, dead bugs. So just like the last set, it's very coordination based. Opposite arm, opposite leg, down towards the floor simultaneously, and then switching. You are engaging that core before you lower that arm and leg down. Going slow and controlled. Excellent work. Come on up. We're going to be going into lunges. So now your heart rate should be definitely elevated. Hopefully you guys are sweating a little bit. And we want to go slow and controlled. You don't want to be hitting that knee off the floor, just coming before you hit that knee. Good. If you can't go all the way down with these lunges, that's okay. Come down as far as is comfortable. We want to make sure we're getting good quality reps and maintaining good technique. Next, we are going into mountain climbers. Come on down onto your hands and your toes. And to make it easy, you can go slow, but you still want to get a good crunch of that core. Or if you want to speed things up, go a little bit faster to make it more difficult. Next and final exercise, jump squats. Remember, power up towards the ceiling and have a soft landing. Bend those knees and spring up. You are doing 10 reps to finish off the second round. Excellent work, everyone. Start those timers for 1 minute of rest. You are going to need it, so take full advantage of it. Wipe off that sweat, get a swig of water in you, and catch your breath. Again, change those songs up, put the music a little bit louder, and we will enjoy 1 minute of rest before going into round 3. We are halfway done this workout. You guys are killing it. Well done. One last towel off, quick swig of water, and then we are going to come back into standing to get round 3 on the road. Let's get those feet spaced shoulder width apart, and again, we're starting off with body weight squats. Your muscles should be well and truly warmed up by now, so if your knees and your hips will allow, come on down nice and low. Good. Build some speed up into those reps if you can to really get that heart rate racing. And the next one are high knees. Get those knees pumping. Good. Remember, only 10 repetitions. Right into push-ups. So now these should be becoming a little bit more difficult now that we are in round 3. So if you can't do them on your toes, please drop down to your knees. 10 reps, and then we are going to roll over onto our backs into glute bridges. Feet firmly on the ground, spaced shoulder width apart, and you are thrusting your hips from the ground up into the air, all the way back down to the ground again. Again, if you want to make this a little bit more difficult, add some speed into things. Now we're going to roll over onto our side, and we're going to go into side plank raises. Again, you can either do these on your feet, or you can do them on your knees. Get those hips down and up, touching the mat with every single rep. Remember, no cheating here. You guys are doing great. Keep up the great work. Switch over. We're going to do a quick 10 reps on the opposite side to finish off side plank raises. Down and up as fast as you can control with good form. After those 10 reps are done, you're going to come back up into standing, and we are going to go into sumo squats. Again, space those feet out nice and wide, flare the toes out to the side, and come down as low as you can control. You want to get down to about parallel with the floor, as you can see I'm doing now. Imagine that you're sitting back and reaching for a chair. 10 reps as fast as you can. Get that heart rate up. and we're gonna go back into dead bugs. So now you're gonna lie flat on your back. Again, this is the coordination exercise. Your hands are starting facing the ceiling, knees bent, and you are lowering the opposite arm and opposite leg for a total of 10 reps. Once you finish these off, come on into standing, and we are going to be going into lunges. As you can see, I am sweating profusely. I'm getting a good workout in. I know all of you are. Keep up the good work. We are almost there. Keep these lunges slow and controlled. You should feel a really good muscle burn on the front of your thigh and through the buttock region. You don't want to be wobbling all over the place on this one, so slow it down if you're losing that control. Finish off 10 reps in total, and then we are going to be going into mountain climbers for some cardiovascular work and core strengthening. So remember, you're bringing that knee to the opposite elbow. If you want to make it more difficult, let's pick up the speed a little bit. Good work, everyone. Last exercise of the third round, jump squats. Really dig deep. I know you're tired, but you guys are doing great. Load up as you bend those knees and spring towards the ceiling as fast as you can with power, and then have a soft landing. Good work. Quickly set those timers for 1 minute. We are going to be heading into our fourth and final round, so really make good use of this rest. Catch your breath, get some water, wipe off that sweat, because we are going into our fourth and final round. We are almost there. We hope you guys are enjoying yourself. We hope it's challenging, and we hope you guys are performing every exercise with good technique. As you can see here, I am quite out of breath. It is very hot in here, but I'm trying my best for you guys. Gonna do a quick towel off, and then we are gonna prepare to start round number 4. Once again, we are gonna be going into body weight squats for our first exercise. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final round. I want you to give me everything that you've got. Keeping in mind, I want perfect form, but let's pick things up a little bit for the fourth and final round. Let's head into bodyweight squats. I want you dropping down and up as fast as you can control, making sure those knees stay nice and wide. I don't want to see them caving in. Performing your last 10 reps of bodyweight squats. Next, you're going to be going right into standing high knees. I want you pumping those knees up as fast as you can, crunching that core as you bring those knees up. Excellent work. Drop right down into push-ups. Last time doing your push-ups, I want you to give me everything you've got. So dig deep, get that chest off the ground. Remember to do them from your knees if you can. Good, everyone. Finish strong on push-ups. And then we are going to flip over onto our backs, and we are going to do glute bridges. I want you to thrust your pelvis up as fast as you can, lowering back down and then thrusting up with power, really squeezing the buttocks at the top of that movement for glute bridges. Roll onto your side, and we are gonna do our last set of side plank raises. I know these ones are difficult, but you guys are doing amazing. Remember, either do them from your feet, like I'm doing in the video, or from your knees. Whichever one you can best control, it does not matter. Once you're done 10 on one side, you're gonna flip around and do 10 on the opposite side. We're almost there. Last set of side plank raises. These ones are absolutely brutal, so I know how you guys feel. Good, finish strong. Once those 10 repetitions are done, come on back up into standing, and we are going to be going into sumo squats. So again, get those feet nice and wide, and I want to see everyone dropping it down really low with good control. So you want to keep those knees nice and wide, and you don't want them caving inwards. So keep those arms in front of you for counterbalance as such, and drop down as fast as you can and power on the way up. Next, we're going into our final round of dead bugs. I hope you guys are not all that frustrated with this one. It takes a little bit of coordination, but you slowly want to lower opposite arm, opposite leg down towards the floor simultaneously. Good work, everyone. 10 quick reps, and then we are going to come into standing for our final set of lunges. Now, keeping in mind, I want to see perfect form with lunges because I don't want anyone getting hurt. But if you still feel like you've got some gas in the tank, I want you to move through these a little bit more quickly. So come on, back, step back, and then lunge down, and then power on back up towards the starting position. Step back and then lunge down. Remember, you're only doing 10 reps in total. Excellent work. We've got 2 more exercises. Finish strong, everyone. Back down into mountain climbers. So you're gonna cross knee to opposite elbow as such. Really power through these. It's only 10 reps. Good work. Come on back up, and now into the finisher of all finishers, the jump squats. So get that good base of support, feet shoulder width apart, bend those knees and power up towards the ceiling. Good, that's it. Get a little bit of height and make sure you have a soft landing. That's it, everyone. We're almost there. A couple more reps. Excellent work. Definitely towel off and get a drink of water. You guys deserve it. Great work, everyone. I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, everyone, that concludes our circuit. We hope everyone had a really fun and challenging workout today. I know I did. We just wanted to let everyone know that we are located at 672 Mount Alexander Road. And again, we are at Back in Motion, Moonee Ponds. So we are definitely still open during this virus that's going on. So if any of you out there would like a more personalized program, you can come on in for a one-on-one session where we can take you through exercises more tailored to your goals, whether you want to build muscle, whether you want to lose weight, or just keep up with your fitness during these unpredictable times. Thank you again, stay safe, and we will see you next time.